So here's a match with Ridley, or Pokemon Trainer Ridley on YouTube. He is a member of Team Desu, so naturally the rivalry is awesome, but he's a great battler. Make sure you check him out. I'll leave a link to his profile in the description. So anyway, right off the bat, he shows the Abomasnow, conveniently, funnily named Obama. But yeah, he shows the Abomasnow, which tells me that he's running a Hail team right off the bat. I guess he went for the Protect to see what I do, and I go for the Iron Head. This is my Scarf Lead Jirachi, and I really just wanted to surprise that thing with Iron Head, but he makes a good play, protects, and then goes into a Rotom, which resists the Iron Head. So I go into Heatran, kind of hoping he would go for the Shadow Ball or something, or, you know, the Will-O-Wisp maybe. I noticed that he actually doesn't have leftovers, so I know he's Scarfed. I'm pretty sure he's Scarfed. So I go into Raikou, who resists the Thunderbolt, obviously, and that's pretty nice for me. I'm just going to predict the switch and set up a sub now, and he does switch, which is, you know, he pretty much needed to because he was locked in a Thunderbolt, and he goes into a Clefable, which is a pretty cool Pokemon to have on a Hail team because it has Magic Guard, which protects him from all, or protects, yeah, it's a him, see? It's a him Clefairy, or, yeah, Clefable, which protects him from all damage done by, that's not like an attack damage, but that's a pretty cool Pokemon to have on a Hail team. So I go for the Thunderbolt. It doesn't do a whole lot, but it's free damage, so I decide to get it on it anyway. He goes for the Ice Beam. I guess I could have Calm Minded there, but I really thought that this thing had like Seismic Toss, one of those Clefairies. So it now Calm Minds as I switch, and I go into Scizor, and I didn't really think he'd stay in, so I didn't decide to go for the superpower. I just went for the U-turn, but he does stay in, and U-turn still does quite a lot to Clefable. As I go into Jirachi to take whatever he decides to do, he goes for a Thunderbolt, and after a Calm Mind, that'll do respectable damage. But yeah, I'm just going to finish him off with Iron Head now because I just want to get rid of the thing. And yeah, Clefable goes down. So the Hail keeps falling and just being really annoying to my team. He goes into the Scarf Rotom again, and obviously I'm not going to stay in and Iron Head this thing. So I go into Scizor, and he went for the Shadow Ball, predicting the switch into Raikou, and this is amazing for me because now I pretty much have this thing in a checkmate. I'm just going to go for the Pursuit. If he hits me with Shadow Ball, whatever, if he tries to switch, he's dead. So either way, the Rotom dies, and he does try to switch, so I don't even take any damage on Scizor from another Shadow Ball, and that's really good because that Rotom was a big problem for my team. I really need to get rid of it. So he goes into Tentacruel, and I'm not going to stay in Pursuit again. Why the heck would I? So I go into Mence. This is my Mix Mence, and I get the Intimidate off on it, but it doesn't really matter because it's like a special attacker. And he goes for a Hydro Pump, and he misses, which is bad for him. It would have done decent damage to Salamence, but because of the resistance, it wouldn't have done too much. So I go for the Earthquake here, just because it's super effective, and I'm pretty sure it should be able to take down the Tentacruel. But he goes into a Spiritomb, which he told me after the battle is a Curse Spiritomb, which I believe is a pretty cool set. Pretty cool set indeed. So I go for the Draco Meteor because I saw that, you know, his physical defenses were okay, and that's the great thing about Mix Mence is that if you see a matchup you don't like, you can just use a different one. And Draco Meteor will take down the Spiritomb, and that is helpful, obviously. And now he goes into Whalering, something I really didn't want to see. So I go into Rachi, pretty much as death fodder, and I see the Super Fang, so it's one of those new Super Fang Stallreins, that'll just be really a pain to kill. And he protects, I guess fearing my Iron Head maybe, and trying to kill me by the Hail. But yeah, I decided just to set up Stealth Rocks. After all, I know that he's running a Hail team, and Stealth Rocks are helpful against Ice types, so I finally just set them up, and I let Jirachi die. So I go into Raikou to Thunderbolt this thing. It should be a 2-hit KO. And, yeah, I do Thunderbolt it. It does pretty decent damage. And he actually goes for the Surf. He says he doesn't have Blizzard on this Whalering, which is unfortunate for him. But in a Hailstorm team, you don't want every one of your Pokemon to have, you know, Ice-type moves. Otherwise, you just get screwed in coverage. So this one is one of the Pokemon he has on the team that doesn't carry Blizzard or Ice Beam. But yeah, I'm able to 2-hit KO him with Thunderbolt, and that will kill the Whalering. And Raikou is looking pretty nice. Well, nice in a almost dead kind of way. So he decides to go out into Obama again, and yeah, I go for the Thunderbolt because it's still slightly stronger than Hidden Power Ice, which is the other move I have on it. And it looks like it did about 25% as he subs, so I'm hoping that another one can break the sub. So I decided just to stay in. I don't really care if Raikou dies at this point, not too much. So I stay in and try to go for the Thunderbolt again. He protects pretty much, I guess, to get extra leftovers recovery, which is a pretty good play on his part. Why not get the extra leftovers recovery here? So pretty good play. He fails on the protect again, and I T-bolt it, and unfortunately his sub doesn't get broken. It's probably the random number generator just screwing me. But I know it was, Thunderbolt is over/under 25% to this thing. And the one time I decide to use Calm Mind, he decides not to protect and Focus Punch. So that kind of blows. My Raikou goes down, and that kind of sucks. So yeah, unfortunately his Abomasnow still has that sub, and I go into Gyarados, just to break the sub with Waterfall. I know I can break it at this point just because I already weakened it with Thunderbolt. And yeah, I break it with Waterfall, and he reveals his last move on this Abomasnow, and that's Leech Seed. So he sets up the Leech Seed on my Gyarados, and that's pretty bad. But I'm just going to use Taunt right now, figuring that the only thing he'll be able to do after I taunt him is Focus Punch, which kind of ruins his Abomasnow. But instead, he switched out into Tentacruel, so I end up getting the Taunt on this thing, which I don't even know. I don't even know this thing's full moveset, so whatever. So I guess I hope that he goes for like the Ice-type move or something. So I decide to go out into Heatran. Instead, he goes for the Giga Drain, which yeah, I just found out Tentacruel could learn just now. But he Giga Drains Heatran, which does nothing. I guess predicting that I would stay in with Gyarados, but I just didn't. And I just make the smart play here and explode, because I know I'll take down either one of his guys, and I can deal with the one he, keeps. With pretty much any of my Pokemon. So he just lets me explode on the Tentacruel, and that'll kill it. And it doesn't even matter what Pokemon I go into at this point. I could go into Caesar and Bullet Punch to death. I could go into Mence because my Mence has Fire Blast and it's a one-hit KO. Or I just could go into Gyarados, which I end up doing and taunting the thing, so it is locked in a Focus Punch, which obviously isn't going to do anything to Gyarados, especially after an Intimidate. So I taunt it. Now the Abomasnow really can't do anything, and now I'm just going to finish off the Stone Edge. So great game, Ridley. Pretty awesome Hailstorm team you got there. Really fun. I haven't fought Hailstorm in a while. Kind of makes me want to try it out for myself. But anyway, rate, comment, subscribe, guys, and I will see you next time. Make sure you check them out. And seeing as my opponent used a Hail team, I thought it would be appropriate to make today's question of the day, what is your favorite Ice-type Pokemon? This is continuing my question of the day little chain about asking you what your favorite Pokemon is of each of the 17 types. This is the second one. But anyway, there are a lot of Ice types I like. Articuno comes to mind, Mamoswine comes to mind, but my favorite Ice type is Weavile, just because he's like so cool looking. He has like those little he's always in a cool pose in like every game. He has claws. It's really awesome Pokemon. But anyway, leave a comment about your favorite Ice type, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, and thanks for watching.